Alright guys, Paul here again with another video, back out with the XTR. I've got the CVD replaced on it, and also what I've done is I've seen a lot of issues people have been reporting about the wheel sort of balls popping out on the XTR. So I had it one time, and what I've done is I've took them off and I've just got, I don't know if it'll help or not or prevent it, but I've put 2 wraps of insulation tape around each one just to thicken it up a bit, crammed it in, wedged them, and then hopefully it'll be good. But like I say, I only had the one pop off myself with the wheel. Other than that, it's been fine. So hopefully the CVD will hold up. Running 4S today, and one of my local spots I've not been to for a while. I'm just speaking to a guy there. They're doing safety works here because there's a few cliff edges and things. They're putting bankings on, etc. And they're still quite happy for me to come in and stuff, as long as people just literally, when the machines are operating and stuff, keep away. So the guys are pretty cool. But like I say, they're all finished up now, so we'll get a wee blast around here in this little area. We'll go over and see if we can get some jumps at another spot in a wee minute, because I'm not sure how much has actually changed in here, but fingers crossed the good old XTR will hold up today. So get a little warm up with it just now, but it's just such a cool little car. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty disappointed when I had the CVD pop, but if everything else stays good with it, there's a lot of positives with the car. Get up here for a bit. Whoa. My trailing sun at the back. What have we got? We've got a stick there. Get that off. There we go. But you can see with the 13 tooth on the 4S, I'm still not even getting really quarter throttle here, and it's still packing a lot of punch. So although I can do the 6S on this car, I'm feeling I just like it on 4S. Stops a lot of the tyre blowing in, and also at the same token with that, you can see you still get wheelies no problem. Well, when you're getting grip, you're getting wheelies anyway. But see, this is just a little warm up now, so we'll leave this point here. There's not really a lot to do at this area as such, so I'll move over to the other bit where my little jumps etc are. We'll have a look there, and well, there we go, little wheelie and a rollover park. That's quite a bad crash by me, but yeah, we'll move over to the area with the jumps and see how the car gets on. Hopefully it'll all hold up. So I'll grab my bag and I'll be back in a second. Right, that's my usual bashing area. It's crazy how much it's changed. They've cleared a lot of the rocks. There used to be loads of rubble used to come over here to get to the path, and it's all nice and open. So if it stays like this, it's going to start getting even better for bashing, which is pretty good. But we'll do some wee jumps so I make sure everything's holding up on this car. It's such a nice looking car. I've still got the other shell to paint up, but I like the look of this one. Don't know what that was meant to be there, what I done, but little crash there. But to be fair, today that's not too bad a thing, because I do want to kind of give it a little bit. I don't want to intentionally crash it, but I want to go a little bit hard just to see if everything's going to hold up. I don't think there I can quite get the, try to do a backflip off that. Right. God, this is fast. 4S feels like 6S on this. I don't know why it is, but it's more than enough for sure. A little crash up there. We're definitely doing some testing here, guys. But I just kind of am curious if these are going to pop out with the tape. Tyre rubbing. Try to get used to the lines to take on this too, because with the big crate and 8S I know exactly what I'm doing. But with this car, it's a little bit different, just with the wheel diameter and base etc. So let's have a look here. Oh, there we go. I mean, you've seen that yourself there, guys. That was pretty bad. What's happened there? Well, that's pretty weak. I mean, you can see what's happened. Let's have a look at this. Right, I'll try and get the sunlight a bit better for you to have a look. Obviously, I didn't have a great landing there, nothing, well, not a good landing, but nothing insanely massive for a little crash. And what's happened there, the little rod end snapped on there, and the wheel, both balls have popped out. But when you look at this here, if you look at the sort of ball pockets, there's no any evidence at all with them breaking or anything like that. So I don't know if that plastic's really too soft or what is behind that. I mean, the damage is absolutely minimum to fix. It's just a case of, I've got a spare ones of these, just put a new rod end on. The drive's fine. Obviously these are fine, but it's either that the balls are too small or the plastic's too soft. But that should never just pop out like that. I mean, that's like almost a design flaw for sure. So what I'll do, might just to continue this video a little bit longer and make it a bit better for you guys, is we can see there's clearly an issue with a Kronos XTR just now. Nothing major. I mean, everything else, drivetrain, chassis, shocks, I've got not an issue whatsoever. But these front ball joints are really becoming a big problem here. So I don't know the exact answer for how to rectify this, unless I can get metal hubs. I don't know if that's a possibility. But yeah, XTR is supposed to be extra tough. I mean, they've showed the video of it coming off the ski slope, doing a big huge jump, barrel rolling down. Their one supposedly didn't break. So yeah, I mean, I'm a Corrali fan now after the Radix, and this car overall, which is sliding itself down the hill, I'm a big fan of. But come on, Corrali, that's pretty piss poor, to be fair. Like, you say it's an extreme roller, etc., but there's nothing extreme about that, eh? I mean, I'm the kind of guy, I'll just tell you how it is. I'm not going to mask in for anybody. I like Corrali, I like what they're trying to do, but that's a bit ridiculous, to be fair. Yeah, pretty pissed off, eh? So I'll try and get something sorted with this. Easy fix, literally 2 minutes. I could probably fix it here on site if I had another rod end on me, because it's so simple. But yeah, how can these balls come out of these hubs? That should be solid enough that can't happen. So yeah, a little bit peeved there. What I'll do is I'll move on, and I'll take the Radix out just for a little blast wheeze and now we rip up and down, just to make it a bit more a longer video, and we'll talk over the Radix in comparison to this, because in my opinion, when it comes to the extreme car, the Radix is beating this hands down right now, not a problem. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute with the Radix. Right, well, I'm glad I took my YouTube buddy Adrenaline Ash's comment on board about bringing a backup car, because today I'm definitely needing one. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, Corrali have impressed me. Lossy were supposed to be a good brand, but it just seems like all these companies, obviously most parts are China, but it just seems to be like cheap, shitty plastics they're using and things. Yet they're charging us all this money for cars. And it's just not good enough. Like, yeah, I'm not like going to be put off Corrali and things like that, but come on, eh? It's like you bring out a car that's called the XTR, Extreme Basher, 7075 all over it, which no doubt that chassis is solid, but pivots, ball cups, hubs, rookie stuff, like that should be right. I mean, they've got this Radix 6 here, which I still maintain is the best RC I've ever had. It's why I wanted to get another Corrali. I mean, it's bulletproof. This thing will go for days. It's had some huge crashes, especially up here. It's running on 4S today and it's on 6S. It's had almost 60 mile an hour flat out, flipping, barreling down the road. Nothing wrong with it. So why have the plastics changed or the parts changed for this car to the XTR? What's going on? I think I'm going to actually get in touch with the supplier who I bought the car for, and although I can fix it, I'm kind of want some spare parts sent, to be fair, like. And if they don't send me some spare parts, I'm going to be pretty annoyed, because I spend a lot of money on RCs. Obviously I've got the YouTube channel, but I don't do it for the channel as such. I love this hobby and I work hard. Like, look at my hands, they're dirty, look at my top. I work hard for a living, and when I spend money on things, I expect them to be right. So yeah, this needs to change. This seems to be a ongoing thing in this hobby right now. Cheap parts and components and dear prices. Although the XTR wasn't as dear as like a Kraton EXP or that, but still expensive, so no excuse. So much dust here, so dry. But so I've only brought the one battery out of the car. I didn't want to bring my whole bag up again because I'm not planning to stay out super long just now. I just didn't want to end the video on a complete downer, which I don't know if this car breaks, it will be a major downer for me today. But we'll go and have a little play with this for a second. I'll cut the camera off till I get up to the wee jump area again, and we'll see what the Radix does. And I'm pretty sure it's going to hold up, but yeah, that XTR's got major issues right now. Right, here we go. What was that, guys? Although the wheel stayed on the Radix. I mean, this car made me really just want to get on board with Corrali, and I still do, because it might look like they're copying Arma and other brands and what they're doing, they're putting their own spin on it, and having another big brand out there, just more competition should be pushing everybody's game up. But when you're having silly mistakes like that, come on guys, like, what are you doing? Whoa. This car's probably a little bit too low just for the big stones that are in this area just now, so it does bounce a little bit. But I'm going to climb up the top of this hill. Sorry, just checking my camera was recording. I'm going to climb up the top of this hill and we'll do some jumps, or try to do some jumps and see what happens. But I guarantee this will hold up way better than that XTR just did. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to catch this all on film because I'm running the head cam, no other cameras today, and I've just finished work, but that was pretty poor. Might need 6S to get the right power to go up there. Right, we'll try that again. Nice landing. That was just the same amount of force that the wheel came off with the XTR. That was definitely the same amount of force, and I've got no worries with this car. Worries about my driving though, I'll tell you that. Today it's not too good. It is quite difficult with this car though, because you're trying to keep it straight and it's bouncing on the little stones and rocks and things. Oh, I tried to flip that there. Anyway, I don't think this is the best car to jump up here, so we'll probably not be able to do too many. But it's already showed you that it's tougher than the XTR, so yeah, I think that's kind of proved the point there. I don't know if I can get this, just going to jump this. a wee slow look at it. Kinda. Tell you something as well, these Proline Badlands, the stock tyres of this car are good, but the Badlands are so much better. They really hook up well. I mean, when you stick in drifts out, you can change direction and it just, there we go, watch this. You can just see them gripping. It's just a fantastic little car, and it goes everywhere you want. Except for when I'm driving today, because my skills are a little bit on the low side. I think I'm just tired for work, but yeah, it's a brilliant car. But what I'll do is I'll probably just leave the video now, guys, have a little play around, and if I get any good highlights I'll put them up. But I'm probably just going to wee slow walk back to the car now, go home, have a look at the chronos, see what I can figure out with it. But I just don't understand how the balls can pop out so easily. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and subscribe. Plenty of content coming all the time for me. I'm trying to up it a bit more as well. Especially with the summer, with lighter nights, etc. It just makes it a lot better. So I think that's my battery died. But yeah, I'll try and get a few more videos out through the week these days. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. We'll see what we've got coming. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.